Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are now here for our brother Professor Kandidatu Kalipa. We are now asking some opinion of the current situation happening our locality, particularly in Mindanao area. So we are soliciting his opinion from these current events. So here we are now here to start our asking some information from him. Okay, Kakadato.
Auzubillahi syaitan rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning. My respect to Attorney Arga Mruto, Dato Roy, and Dato Kams, and the rest of their companion, with respect to you and to the people of the world who are watching this an ambush interview
Okay.
of mine in my residence, no?
Wait.
Because I did not expect that my nephews will come to me to ask something about what is happening. And it is very hard for us to tell because we do not have an authority in the Philippine government. What remains to us is the authority of our forefathers as the descendant of those once upon a time, hundred years ago,
Okay,
the descendant of the so-called the kingdom of the Sultanate of Buyan Darussalam and the kingdom of the Sultanate of Maguindanao, and likewise the Sultanate of Kabuntalan Darussalam. The three kingdoms has been existed hundreds of years ago, and the civilization that they have taken from governing, ruling their kingdom were coming from their forefathers, coming from the Arab missionaries, the Hindus, the Chinese forefathers of ours, and the recent foreign who came to our beloved Mindanao and intermarried with the native people of our land. Actually, our kingdom was a prosperous kingdom once upon a time for hundreds of years. But it so happened that because of the prestige of our kingdom, many foreigners came here and want to stay in our kingdom because of our natural resources, our rich of culture, especially our hospitality. We are very hospitable people. In fact, our ruler before, our forefathers, Raja Silungan, Raha Buyan Baratabay, and Sultan Kudratin Maguindanao, and Sultan of Kabuntalan was very hospitable to the foreigners when they came to their kingdoms, and they opened their right and left hands to their brother invaders, to their brother foreigners to come to their kingdom and living with the people. That is how our people or our beloved Mindanao were once upon a time a very prosperous kingdom. Here comes when the coming of the Spaniards in 1521. That is the cloudy era of the Bangsamoro people. The coming of the Spaniards era in 1521 up to 1898, when Treaty of Paris had been agreed, no, by the Filipino government, no, Filipino government. Only Luzon and Visayas has been included as part of the Filipino government in 1898 during that Treaty of Paris. But it was taken to the extent that there is we can say that only few of the representative of Mindanao has been represented during the inclusion of Mindanao from the Filipino government. Now, when our government, when the mainland Mindanao has been a part of the Filipino government, and the start of the what you call that the 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 education of our people in mainland Mindanao came under the rule of the American regime, no, that they taught us how to read, how to write, and how to use that knowledge in our way of living, foreigner to our culture. Of meaning to say, it is not the customary practices as practiced by the people, by the Bangsamoro people. Uh, when they leave this very rich country, the country of Mindanao, and they are living prosperous. No, when we speak of prosperous, they do not have problem about their living, about their food, shelter, and that includes their education, because we have our education. We have the Arabic education during those time. And we that Arabic education, that Muslim education teaches us the way of life of the people. Meaning to say, the politics, the economics, the religion, and all aspect of life has been the education of our people. It was then happened when the Filipino-American regime came to our place, of which the education that we have taken is not to the extent aligned to the needs and aspirations of the people. Because we are asking ourselves, why is it that our education is coming from the Western education, or the so-called what you call that, the so-called the influence of the Western education. Why is it that the sources of our knowledge are developed countries? In fact, when that knowledge came to our country, of which our natural resources are very very rich, no, then why is it that we are still poor? That is our question. Why the Bangsamoro are still poor? Because the knowledge they are taking is not aligned to the real aspirations of the people. Why is it that instead of more political curriculum in our curriculum has been injected to the Bangsamoro people? Why is it that the technical know-how to utilize their natural resources, like for example the resources of our very fertile land, the resources of our very vast of fisheries. No, why is it that that's not the focus of the curriculum that we are? Because I think that is one way to rule the people. If you want to rule the people, do not teach the right knowledge, the right knowledge that could help them in their living. So that is one thing that we are questioning, but it doesn't mean that we are questioning the Philippine government, because we know that we are although we are independent, but the form of government that we are taking is the form of government of the West. Now, because of that, the Bangsamoro people, I think, is the education, the knowledge that's supposed to be taken to learn, for them to utilize these natural resources that they have. Then instead of that, the knowledge that they are taking is not aligned, no, not aligned to the needs of the people. So that is one way that we are looking. Here comes that we have our institution, in Mindanao, the Mindanao State University in Marawi City, the oldest university in Mindanao, no? In Mindanao, of which the Bangsamoro people have taken their field of specialization, and here comes that the locations of that university has been experiencing chaos. That is one way we are questioning ourselves. Why is it that the sources of knowledge is having this chaos? No? We can sometimes ask ourselves if the peacekeeping of our government is not not to the extent is poor to secure the the university where we are taking our knowledge to use that to our locality. When we return to our locality, we have to use that knowledge that we have earned from that university. Look, the recent one is the what happened, no, in Mindanao State University. The bombing of the university is the I think that is the highest condemnation that we can, no, we can ask a Muslim, which the religion is Islam, because when we speak of Islam, it is the religion of peace. That is the definition, the real definition of Islam. The definition is peace. No, meaning to say, you have to live peacefully, peacefully, economically, peacefully, in ruling your people, peacefully, in all aspects of life. That is what we mean of Islam. And that activity, that bombing is an Islamic activity, or what you call that?
Barbaric.
Barbaric activity of the people, of which their brother Christians are what you call that, are submitting themselves to their God, which is one God, Allah. Jews are the same, but different terminology, but we are all believing that there is one God. Then that is a very barbaric and inhuman affairs of a human individual.
No vocabulary.
No definition in any scholar term. We cannot find that definition. No, so we condemn in the highest condemnation that we have that so-called bombing of the Mindanao State University, because yours truly is one of the alumni of that institution. I was there in 1989 up to 1991, taking my master's degree, taking of my Master of Arts in Education, major in school administration and supervision. No, so we have to condemn that. Our alma mater has been destroyed by barbaric group of people. And for the part of the government, we are asking more attention in the part of the Philippine government to secure our sources of knowledge. Our sources of knowledge, and all agencies of the government that could help the people, that could help the Bangsamoro, no, to develop themselves, to live peacefully, harmoniously. And that is what we are expecting from the Philippine government to do, to secure our place, our very beloved Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. We are asking the attention of the Philippine government to give us more attention to maintain our security, so that the people can live peacefully in their homeland, and this idea that we are taking the idea of the West. I am
Western.
as as a native inhabitant of Mindanao, we have to look into our view on what the aspirations of the people. We have to align our governance to the needs of the people, to the aspirations of the people, not to import some knowledge that is what you call that, not the knowledge that is not aligned to the aspirations of the people. So, meaning to say, I take this opportunity that instead of taking idea from foreign idea on how are we going to govern our very beloved Philippines, and for most particularly in Mindanao, we have to change, we have to realign our governance to the needs, the real aspirations of the people, not to align our view from
Foreign.
the foreign country, not too much from the foreign country.
Likewise.
Speaking of the Western countries, no, the Western countries monopolizing our country,
Yes.
no.
It's small.
Look at what happened. Our country is an agricultural country, no? And this is not an industrialized country. It is an agricultural country. So what we are needing, what knowledge that we are needing is an agricultural knowledge. Agricultural knowledge of which we can build connectivity from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. In what way that we can connect that? By creating bridges from the many islands of the Philippines, because the Philippines has 100 islands and islets, and we have to connect that islands and islets in order that all the people of the Filipino people, particularly the Moro Filipino, can benefit the wealth of the centralized government, because that is our what you call that, the money of the people. The money of the people, the money from Mindanao, the money from Luzon, the money from Visayas has been taken into one centralized government, of which the people of the many islands will be equally shared that wealth that has been given by the people to the Filipino government. So we want that the Philippine government will take into consideration our play, that instead of taking foreign knowledge on how we rule our country, look back, no, the needs of the individual Filipino people in the different islands of Mindanao, composed of 100 plus islands and islets. No, let us go to the people, and we have to observe what are their needs, no, what are their way of living, and let us develop that way of living of the people, no, of the people of that many islands and islets of the Philippine government. This is this revelation, this talk is from my heart, no, from my heart. I do not have any outline to look, but I am speaking of what we are experiencing in our locality. Our locality experiencing worst, no. We have a group of armament in our locality, that we don't know where that affiliation they have. We have the what we call the in Mindanao, what is that, what is that terrorist group, no?
We condemn that.
We condemn that, because that is an Islamic, because when we speak of Islam, they are a religion of peace. Religion of peace. Then when you
These are all lapses of the
make
government.
trouble to your core human individual, you are not Muslim. You are not Muslim, my nephews, no? Attorney, you are not Muslim. Because as a good Muslim, a religion, your religion Islam, and Islam is a peace religion. You do not have quarrel to one another. Instead, you have to help your co-Muslim and even non-Muslim. You are obliged to help them for them to live peacefully in their locality.
Happening is poor security.
And I think one of the reason is the poor security. I think the government,
Yes.
no, poor security of the government. Because if we can secure the place where the people can do their activity, can do their way of living, then the place will be progressing.
Peaceful.
Will be progressing and peace, because that is the root of development is peace. That is the root, attorney.
Yes.
When the place is we're experiencing peace, then the place will be starting to grow peacefully, and their economic, I think, is also growing well. So that is the indicator. The best indicator is peace and order. And who will be in charge of that peace and order? It is the government. The government of the Filipino people. And likewise, the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. And we cannot blame the BARM because we do not have our police authority. What is in the BARM is purely political governance, no?
Yes.
Then we cannot blame our the BARM, the BARM government. But what we are what we are pleading is the attention of our Philippine government to secure our very beloved BARM in order for the people to live peacefully and and to grow economically, and for that matters to the place of once upon a time the very peaceful kingdom of Bayan, kingdom of Maguindanao, and kingdom of Kabuntalan, and the kingdom of the four royalties of Lanao, and the kingdom of Sulu will be living peacefully, harmoniously, and a very progressive kingdoms in the southern part of the Philippines. I think attorney Dato Roy, my nephew, Dato Kams, and the rest of my nephews, I think this interview is not not prepared, not for the what you call that, the authority of the kingdom, but as an individual royalty of our kingdom, no, not the entire kingdom, because I did not ask authority and permission from our Prime Sultan of Bayan, no less than His Royal Highness Sultan Amir Kusain P. Kamsa. I did not ask the authority of our beloved Sultan, and the Sultan of Maguindanao, His Royal Highness Sultan Salim Mastura, and His Royal Highness Sultan Dato Teng Gumbila. I did not I did not ask permission from them, but as an individual, as the Dato Lucas of Bayan, and my capacity as the professor, academic professor of one of the college of Cotabato City, and because my nephew asked me to give an observation of what is happening, that is why I allow them to ask my poor view, my humble view,
Yes,
about what is happening to our beloved Bangsamoro Autonomous Bangsamoro homeland. Thank you. Assalamualaikum, and peace be with you.
Waalaikumsalam. Sukran Kakadato Lucas of Bayan Sultanate. So this is actually we just ask his personal view. He do not want to represent the message of the entire Sultanate, but his own very humble personal view. Personal view of our, because we asked him how he view the current situation happening in the Bangsamoro homeland, which according to him, he indirectly said that his personal view is the bombing of Marawi City is a gruesome attitude of the barbaric people, which no vocabulary in Islam, and these were resulted from the not few, but a poor security measure by our government. And maybe because of these people, the one who manipulate the entire Asian country, the US people. Thank you very much. We are happy to meet our kaka, our kuya, our Lucas, our bapa, the latu Lucas of Sultan ito Boyan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.